it's February in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and other than shivering in our homes, we get to go out and wheel in the snow. This event, hosted by Real Performance Machines at the Apple Valley Farm near Kinetic, Wisconsin, is the first official event of the year for the Minnesota Four-Wheel Drive Association. RPM opened up their club and land to other MN4WDA members to stretch those control arms and flex those suspensions. Thank you so much, RPM. Apple Valley Farms itself is a large working farm that RPM manages non-farm land for wheeling year-round. Unique to the winter here, you can see we can rip through the fields Baja style. Woo-hoo-hoo! Out at the far corner of the land is a gravel pit with a big climbing challenge. I popped in there and no one had opened up the left track yet, so here I go. 15, 20 shots up the hill, both intentionally and unintentionally, to lay down a runway, stomp down the snow, and get a lane opened up. Finally got up to the top. Ooh.
Yeah!
Once at the top of the challenge, there's another trail that goes back off into the woods, but it hadn't been broken open either. A line of buggies were hitting RPM limiters pushing through the snow, so I just came back down for now. More on this trail, though, near the end of the video. We did go back up it. The number one thing you're going to use when out wheeling in the snow with other vehicles is your kinetic rope. It's essentially a rugged bungee cord that you can rig up when both vehicles are able to move, but one needs a bump to get moving. Watch here as I bump this JL out of some slick snow.
Here we go.
There is some finesse to how you connect vehicles, distance, and even which side of the vehicle that you connect the rope to yield the pull in the direction you want. I'll have another video here shortly to get into the details of that.
Hey, where? Want to go down? Oh, I see you now. Okay, we just didn't want to leave you up here.
Still comes at the hard right at the top. Just be careful, Malia's up there. We might need to help her get backed up, so hold on.
Hello.
Even more critical than your recovery equipment is your method of communications. It is so important to be able to talk to the other vehicles in your party. In this situation, we had someone who caught a bad line and was careening down a hill into a bad situation. Radios are crucial to be able to get someone's attention and to get everyone out.
No. Stop.
For God's sake, stop. She's grabbing. Hey, Malia, use your hill descent button if you know how. YOLO! Just don't ride the brakes down there if you don't want to go sideways. Poor Bert.
Of course, it's important to keep your eyes on your vehicle and your immediate surroundings, but also keep a frequent watch on what people are doing in front of you. Here, Min's hit a greasy spot on the hill, and she's essentially crab walking across the hill, but recovers pretty quick. As we get a little closer, I feel my rear end start to spin out. Right here we go. I'm doing the exact same thing. Without having the eyeballs on the car ahead of me, I'd be dealing with unknowns as well as trying not to flip my car down the hill. So there you go.
He is not pleasurable right now.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Who was that?
That's me. I said you need new tires. Once it heats up out here,
Oh, it's just slop.
yeah.
So we're sitting down in this valley and the sun's starting to go down. We're faced with trying to continue forward up and down some nasty hills. We're heading back the way that we came, up a nasty and greasy hill that had been sitting in the sun all day. Ruslan volunteers to head up to the forward hill to check it out. Just watching it just makes us cringe. It's all off camber and slippy. He's a machine and makes it up. But after the next vehicle here spins out, we decide to head back. A quick winch recovery and we're on our way.
Like butter. But careful here, it's deep. There we go. Where's uphill ascent control? Oh shit, right.
Good job, Andy! We're watching you here!
Let up. Go, go, go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Way to make that look easy.
Whew!
Who's next?
We can winch you if you want, but if you're coming up, just keep on it, keep on your tires back and forth, and stay as straight as you can.
It's on the left-hand side with no grade to the back. The first 3 Jeeps up the hill, myself included, made it up and made it look pretty easy. We all know how it is, though. It's all about the line, throttle, steering, and a good mix of luck to make it up something like that. 4th Jeep was battling a chewed-up hill and finding himself in a bad line. We threw down the line and a static strap to pull him up straight. 5th Jeep hit a rut, spun out sideways. Danger, Will Robinson, that's how you flip and roll. Stop immediately.
Winch time.
Only winch as much as you need to. Once you get up to the top, unhook, let the other vehicle earn the rest of the way up.
Hit
Sixth
the hill,
Jeep.
don't let up. Draw your wheel back and forth.
We're gonna
Hit
watch
it,
this.
hit it, hit it.
She loves that skinny pedal. Roars right up the hill. A little squirrely there a little bit, nothing too bad. Sawing that wheel back and forth. Last Jeep, though, however, the hill got a little squirrely. Here she comes right now. Trying to whip it back and forth. Still hooked to the winch. Not enough to really get too crazy here, but we were being a little extra careful. Here's me pulling out some winch rope just in case she takes off here at the top. Rolling back into camp after about 7 hours of snow wheeling is a great feeling. Everyone made it out safe. No Jeeps were harmed in the making of this film, other than a loose drag link, and everyone was hungry and ready to go home. Here we go. Whoops, watch out there, buddy. Pulling in here to check with everyone else to air up, laugh about events that day, shake hands, and hit the road. A day well wheeled. Well, thanks again for watching another one of my videos. Hopefully you learned a bit more about snow wheeling and some of the recovery methods we use out on the trail. As always, make sure you subscribe below to see more content, and let me know what you thought of this in the comments below.